Okay, back again with another video of the game of the Planet Zoo. And as you can see here, this game has several mode of the play. There's a career mode, as you can see here, and then the carrier also have a scenario and time scenario here, and there's also the time mission. So this is going to be also the same. The scenario, the one from the carrier and also from the time scenario here. As you can see, it's the same, and there's a challenge also. So the challenge is offline mode, and there's also franchise mode when we are playing online against all people around the world, and there's also the sandbox where we don't have to be worried about money. So I will today I will continue with this career mode, and I'm going to do the Madagascar Simian Conservation Project. So let's go. And I will do the difficulty also hard. Okay, means still the same. Animal will very hard to maintain. Animal get stress faster. Animal will die quicker. Animal get bored, and also the guests learn less, and then the happiness drop at faster rate. And the guest will request refund, and then 5-star yes happiness require average of happiness of 90%, and also the guest will be spending less cash, and staff will get tired faster. So let's try to do it now. Okay, the loading takes quite a bit. The loading takes some time here. Okay.
Welcome to Madagascar. It's quite the change of scenery from dreary old England, huh? Apart from the weather, I suppose. They don't call these places rainforests for nothing. The zoo you'll be working in is an ape sanctuary, where we're doing vitally important conservation work. Not just for apes, but for all kinds of species. But apes, well, apes are some of the closest relatives to humans there are. And yet, the way the world treats them is like, well, very much like some of us treat our actual relatives. Anyway, that's why I'm determined that our operation here does some good. If we can all leave some part of the world in a better state than we found it, we'll have lived lives worth living. And speaking of states, I have a horrible feeling I left the house in the right one. When I get back, I expect my life won't be worth living at all.
What do you think of Madagascar then? Bit warm for my taste, to be honest. Anyway, this is Bernie's primate sanctuary. It's not just primates, though. We've got all sorts of animals. So why don't we go and have a look at some of them, eh? We'll start by taking a look at the red ruffed lemurs. They're the ones that look like they should be in a Shakespeare play. Come on, let's head over to them.
Okay, now we need to relocate to locate it, the area of the red lemurs, and I think it's been highlighted here. So it should be here. Yeah,
Red ruffed lemurs are found in the rainforests of Masoala. That's in northeast Madagascar. They can actually live anywhere from 15 up to 25 years. Fancy that, eh? Okay, when you're ready, let's go find our Bornean orangutans.
Okay, the next one is the orangutan. The Bornean orangutan, which is here. Okay.
The Bornean orangutan is such a marvellous creature. They're always a big favourite at any zoo they feature in, and they're also the biggest tree-dwelling animal on the planet. Assuming you don't count any lions that got stuck up one. Oh, why don't you take a better look at them? Open up the information panel and go into the animal camera.
Okay, so we are asked to go to the animal camera. So as you can see, this is the orangutan, and we are going for the camera.
Aren't they just incredible? When you're ready, let's go and have a look-see at some of our beautiful bonobos. They're quite the characters.
Okay, next we are going to find the bonobo, which is here. Yeah, it's here, I think.
Oh dear! It looks like we've arrived just in time. One of the habitat's barriers has collapsed. And wouldn't you know it, one of the bonobos has made a run for it. We'll need to catch them. But before we do, we should box up the other bonobos to stop them escaping too. Select the habitat boundary to bring up the habitat information panel.
Okay, so we need
Good.
to
Now open the Animals tab.
box
And click
all
on
the
Box
animal.
All Animals to box up the remaining bonobos.
Okay, so there's an option to box all the animal, yeah, to prevent them from escaping in case that their fence or the gates is broken.
Now, we'll need a vet to recapture that escaped bonobo, but it seems our last one left to do some research in the wild. Not an ideal situation. So, we'll need to hire a replacement, sharpish. Go into the zoo section and then into the staff management area. You can find all of your staff in here, but there's no time to go looking at their particulars at the moment. Hire a vet.
Okay, so we now asked to hire some vets, yeah. Okay.
Now, click on one of the paths to place the vet in your zoo.
Okay, now we need to place them in our zoo. Where to place it? Maybe here, around here, or near their staff area. I think I prefer it to be maybe here.
Great. Now let's deal with our escapee before they can cause too much havoc. Use the animal alerts to jump to the escaped bonobo.
Okay, so this is animal alert which show you the alert if there's something happen in with your animal, and this
And
one
then
is,
click on the Call Vet button to call the
escape
vet
one.
over to capture it.
and then we need to call the veterinarian
Okay, that's a
to
relief.
capture the escaped
So while the
bonobo
vet
here.
deals with our bonobo friend, let's go fix up their habitat so they can't escape again. Head back over there.
Okay, so we need to go back to the habitat of the bonobo that has been broken. So we need to repair it. Where is it now? Oh yes, this one. Sorry. Okay, as you can see,
As you can see, the barrier's collapsed. Someone's taken their eye off the ball, obviously. Let's get this one replaced. Select the barrier and then we'll edit it. Delete the broken section of barrier and replace it with a brand spanking new one.
Okay, I think we need to delete one of the part. This one. Okay, select it and then press delete. Okay, like this, I think. Okay, like this. Then we need to delete this one also, I think. How to delete this? Okay. Oh. Wait. To delete the broken barrier, select it and press select. And press delete. It cannot work. This one is oh, maybe we can just create a new one. How does mechanic work here? Outside of placement area. Oh, how to delete it? Press delete. I already pressed delete, but it's not deleted. Oh, maybe this one, yeah. how to delete it? And press delete. To delete the broken barrier, press delete. Oh.
As you can see, the barrier's collapsed. Someone's taken their eye off the ball, obviously. Let's get this one replaced. Select the barrier and then we'll edit it. Delete the broken section of barrier and replace it with a brand spanking new one.
Okay, it's already been selected. And then how to delete it? Wait. Oh, maybe I make a mistake here. Okay, edit barrier. Oh yeah, it's like this. Then how to delete this one? You already highlighted, right?
Good.
Oh,
now that
like
we've done
this.
that, we need to make sure to add climb-proof barriers to the top. That way the bonobos won't be able to climb out. Just make sure you've got the correct piece of barrier selected when you do that. Okay, so go into the options section and select which side the climb-proof barrier needs to go on. And don't get it wrong. We're more worried about bonobos climbing out than guests climbing in.
Climbing proof. I think this is the right side there because the bonobo is on the right side. Make the boundary climb proof. Oh, the area, I think. All the area. It's like this. This one, I think. Oh, it's not correct. So maybe the other side, I think. Left. What is mean with the climb proof, yeah? Maybe like this. So the bonobo cannot escape, maybe, yeah.
Nicely done.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Correct.
think it's high time we unbox those bonobos, wouldn't you say? The poor mites will get sad if we leave them in there for too long. Select the habitat barrier to bring up the habitat information panel again.
Okay, now we need to select again the habitat barrier, which is the blue one, I think. This one. Wait. How to select the habitat barrier?
And then open the Animals tab.
Oh, like this.
And finally, click on Unbox All Animals to let them out. I expect some of them are fair bursting for the toilet. So, it turns out that as well as the old vet leaving, the zoo's mechanics did too. We'll need to hire a couple of new ones so we can help stop any more breakouts. You see, mechanics do all sorts of helpful things around the zoo, but one of their most important jobs is taking care of the habitat barriers. Without mechanics around to repair them, the barriers will crack, crumble, and fall down. And before you know it, we'll be overrun with escaped animals.
Okay, so we
Go
need
into
to
the zoo
hire two
section and
mechanics.
then into the staff management area again.
Okay, so we need
Hire
to
a mechanic and then click on a path to place them in the zoo.
One.
And then click on the path again to hire a second mechanic. As you can see, you don't have to go back into staff management if you're hiring lots of the same type of staff member.
Okay, so we got the bronze
Gosh, we
medal
have
here.
been busy, haven't we? Good work there. I'm off for a cuppa. Oh, I think Bernie wants a word with you.
And we unlock the bear essential scenario here.
Oh, I hear you had a bit of an issue with an escaped bonobo. The main thing is that you dealt with it swiftly. And more importantly, without the animal stealing someone's clothes, putting them on, and then walking out of the front gate.
You
And we
see,
get
another
some
key
statue as a
responsibility
bonus
for
here.
our vets is animal research. Researching animals allows vets to unlock new enrichment items, additional information for our education resources, enhanced breeding programs, and improvements to food quality. The animals' food, not the vets. It'll take more than a research grant to improve the staff canteen. Anyway, as you can see, research is a key part of running your zoo. In order for a vet to undertake research, they require a research centre. And once again, that's something that this zoo is missing. So let's build one. I've marked out an area for you to put it.
Okay, now we need to build some research center here. So we need to locate the area. Okay, the area is here. So we need to.
Now, you've probably noticed that there's already a building where I want you to build the research centre. Don't worry. You see, the building that's currently there is actually a hollow shell. So we're able to place our new building inside of it. If you select the research centre for placement and then hover over the shell, you'll see that it asks if you want to add the research centre to the existing building.
Okay.
Okay, click to add it to the building. Oh, but that won't place it in just yet, though. First, we'll need to rotate our research centre so it automatically connects to the path when we place it.
Okay, so we need to rotate this one to connect to the path when we place this research center. This is a little bit tricky because of the angle, the angle of the. I think you can use a space bar here to align it correctly, like this. Maybe it's like this. Should be like this. I think this is the front position. I think. Now we need to place it correctly to the hollow cell here. And oh yeah, I think we need to add this to a building. Forgot. Okay, auto stacking need to be off. Okay, so well, then we need to rotate this one. I think like this, yeah.
Right. Splendid work. Now that we have a brand spanking new research centre, we can give our vets something to do in there. Oh, by the way, it's worth noting that the vets will only do research when they're not required to do any other jobs. That said, you can change what jobs a vet does via their information panel. But let's not worry about that just now. So, let's get our vet researching ringtail lemurs. Go into the zoo section and select vet research.
Okay, there's a
Here,
vet
you can
research
see a
menu
list of
here.
all the animals present in your zoo, and also all the potential diseases that can occur. Now, drag and drop your vet onto the ring-tailed lemur to start their research.
Okay, this one.
Actually, thinking about it, I'm not sure we've got any education boards or speakers by the lemur's habitat. Let's head over there and add some, so our guests can learn all about the furry little delights.
Okay, so we need to put some education facility here. Okay, this is the
First off,
habitat.
let's pop down 2 education boards. Place them on the habitat barriers at a height that guests can see, or, if you like, pop them down on a stand.
Okay, so well, we need to find the education board here. This one. I think this one. Where's the board? Oh, there's the board. One. There's another one, I think. Oh yes, this one. Okay, we have put it
Okay,
already.
now that they've been put into position, we have to tell them what animal to display information about. Select one of the education boards to bring up its information panel.
Okay. Then we need
And
to
from the drop-down
choose the
list,
animal.
select Ringtail Lemur. Although I'm sure that last part was obvious. When you link an education board or a speaker to an animal, you need to make sure that said animal is close by. If it isn't, the guests will get confused and won't learn as much. Okay, now that we've done the education boards, let's pop down a pair of speakers. Speakers play audio to the guests, so they can learn while they look at the animals, instead of having to go through the laborious process of reading. Oh, one thing to bear in mind is that it's important not to put the speakers too close together. If you do, the guests won't be able to understand what's being said.
Okay, so we need to put the speaker, I think here, one. And then the second one, I think around here.
Now we simply need to link the speakers to the ring-tailed lemurs, just like you did with the education boards.
Okay, we can also adjust the range here of the speaker, so maybe like this is okay, because it doesn't interrupt the other speaker.
Fantastic! Oh, it's worth remembering that education boards and speakers both need power to work. They won't do much good without it. Oh, it looks as though our vet has completed their research on ring-tailed lemurs. We'll need to collect the results. We can do that by clicking on the notification or by going back into the vet research area.
So we can collect all, I think, here. Yeah.
Go on, collect your research rewards. Just so you know, vets will continue to research an animal even after successfully completing a research level. I suppose when you're in the zone, you're in the zone.
Okay.
Well, now that we've enriched the lives of our guests, let's enrich the lives of our ring-tailed lemurs. Some animals, like lemurs, will have a climbing need. That means they have a requirement for a certain amount of climbing space, and you can fulfill that requirement by building them a climbing frame. Let's find out how much more climbing space our lemur friends need, shall we? Select one of them and bring up their information panel.
Okay, we need to select one of the lemur. Where is it actually? Oh, this one. This one.
Next, click on the Terrain tab. Now, as you can see, the lemurs need quite a lot more climbing space. But as it happens, I've already got a climbing frame blueprint built for you. So you can either pop that down or build one yourself from scratch.
Okay, so we
By
can...
the way, it's not always just climbing needs that you have to worry about. Other animals might need a certain amount of water in their habitat so they can go for a swim. They certainly do keep us on our toes.
There is one of the climbing frame already ready, but I want to make it from the scratch maybe. So let's see what we can do here. Where to put this one? Okay, this is the habitat. Oh, the area is here, so we need to make it here, I think. So maybe the surface is not very nice here to put some of this climbing frame. Or maybe I can put it here maybe. Yeah, we can put it here actually. But it's too long I think, so I'm going to choose the short one like this maybe. Okay. Then I'm going to add more. Wow. Oh, it's not like this. Oh, this align to surface need to be off, I think. Okay, so make it like this. Maybe they can climb it, I don't know. Then you create again one more. I think this is about how creativity you have here. How much creativity you have with this thing. Okay, 29. So 31 now. So we need to create more. I think one more 1 meter I think is enough. So we can make it like this. And then even bigger like this. Oh wow, but it's too big. I'm going to make it one more small like this. Okay, 39, 35. So well, I think I make it one like this, and put it like this. Okay, nearly done. And then the next one is I think one more of 1 meter. I think, oh, it's already been too high. I think this one will. Then put again this one, small one. Enough? No. 6 more. Maybe I make it a little bit more small here. And then put it this one. Then this one. A little bit more. Okay, 1 meter also. And then put this one. This big. Things enough now?
That's a
Okay,
great
done.
climbing frame for them. They're going to absolutely love it. Do you know what would make them even happier, though? Nicer food. But that's true of all of us, though, isn't it? You can unlock better quality food for animals through research. Luckily, we've already unlocked some for the lemurs, so all that remains is to make sure they get served it from now on. Let's bring up the habitat information panel by selecting the lemur habitat.
Yeah, we need to select the habitat again.
Lovely. Now select the Animals tab. There we go. As you can see, we can set the food quality in here. Just click on the drop-down menu and select Grade 2 Food Quality. Grade 2 Food Quality. My mouth's already watering.
Okay,
So,
done.
a new climbing frame and better food. Oh, you've really spoilt those lemurs rotten. Now, I think it's time we looked at one of the zoo's most important responsibilities. Releasing animals into the wild. You see, when we feel an animal is ready, we can release them into the wild. But what makes an animal a good candidate for release? Well, their age is an important factor. I mean, we can't release an animal that's a juvenile, just as we can't release one that's gotten too old. They'll also need to be fertile. After all, the idea is to repopulate the wild, so the best candidates will have a high fertility gene. And together, the age and fertility of a candidate will determine how many conservation credits will be rewarded when we release them. Now, conservation credits are vitally important. They're the lifeblood of your zoo, because earning them allows you to adopt even more animals. And what's more, the animals you can adopt will be of a higher quality. So, with that in mind, let's pop over to our orangutan habitat.
And now we need to go to the orangutan habitat. I think for the next mechanism, I think about the releasing the animal into the wild. Yeah, to
I'd
get
like you to
some
find
conservation
Ageng, the
point.
Bornean Orangutan in the habitat, and select him, please. You can either click through each orangutan in turn, or select the habitat barrier, go to the Animals tab in the Habitat Information panel, and find him in the Animals list.
Okay, so like this, you can find it in the list of the animal. Okay, this is Agung. The one we need to find is Agung. Okay, we can release him into the wild. Okay. Wow, yeah, you can see the quality, the lifespan remaining, the fertility remain is a 5-star, fertility gene is also 5-star, and then conservation status also very high here. So, well, there's a genetics here for each animal, so because of the fertility and immunity, I think it's 100%. That's why we get a very high rating here, and also the longevity of the animal. Yeah. But the size is a little bit small. But yeah, we can release like this.
I know it's sad to see him go, but he'll be happy out in the wild. And he's a wonderful candidate for release. Young, strong, and fertile. Excellent work there. You've definitely got potential, you know.
And we got the silver badge now.
Ah, I see you've been doing some homework. Although, it hardly seems like work when you're learning about something as adorable as a ring-tailed lemur. I imagine I'd have got much better grades at school if there'd been less algebra and more aldebra. Tortoises.
Okay, and we got the reward to start to
so
again.
far we've done a lot of work with habitat animals, but now it's time to learn all about exhibit animals. Let's build a brand new exhibit. I've marked an area for our new exhibit. How about we head over there?
Okay, so it's other than habitat, we can also have an exhibit, yeah, for the animal. So wow, very small.
Now let's build a new exhibit in the gap that's been left. Just add it to the building like we did with the research center earlier, then pop it into the gap.
Okay, so we need to put more one exhibit here. Exhibit. Maybe this is for the endangered animal. Maybe I don't know. Well, what is the measurement here? Nothing, just put it like this.
Perfect. The next thing to do is adopt an exhibit animal to go in there. How about a Gila monster? Open up the exhibit trading section and adopt one.
Okay, there's one Gila monster, and we can adopt one.
Just as we do with habitat animals, we need to send the Gila monster to the exhibit. Click on the exhibit to send it there.
Okay, and I'm going to.
When you send an animal to an exhibit, it'll automatically be given the correct setup. But that doesn't mean it's completely ready for them. So let's finish it off. We'll start by adding some enrichment items. Click on the exhibit to bring up its information panel.
Oh no. Damn it. Wrong location. Where's the exhibit? Okay, this one.
Good. Now click on the layout tab.
Oh, layout.
Oh, well, it looks like we've only got the enrichment level 1 items unlocked at the moment. Never mind, let's turn on at least one of them for the Gila monster.
Oh, we need to find the animal now. Oh, where is it? Can we locate it? Oh, there's a visiting player. Then what we need to do now? Oh, there's no mission here. Oh, here. Add enrichment.
As I'm sure you know by now, you can unlock more enrichment levels by having one of your vets do some research. Now we'll also need to set the temperature and humidity in the exhibit. These are vitally important for keeping our Gila monster happy and comfortable. Click on the Climate tab. Here, you can see the Gila monster's desired temperature and humidity. You can change both of these by adjusting the dials below. Make sure it's going to be nice and cozy.
Okay, so maybe I will check it to the reference temperature and also reference. Okay, this one. I think it's correct now. Oh no, it's too high. Okay, done.
That's the ticket. And the last thing we need to look at is setting up the different windows. So click on the Windows tab. You can edit and customize any of the windows on an exhibit. A window can be closed and blank or have a two-dimensional background, or even a three-dimensional background on it. Why don't you have a play around with the options? There's also an exhibit education board. Pop them down near exhibits to teach your guests about them. Let's add one now.
Okay, we need to build exhibition board also, yeah. Education board. I think it should be look like this one, and the next one is around this here. Okay,
Just
done.
like the education boards and speakers we put down for the ring-tailed lemurs, you'll need to link these to the Gila monster. Go on.
Okay, we need to link now the. This.
Lovely stuff. Now our guests can learn all about our venomous friend here. Right, now, I've got a bit of a big job for you. I need you to increase the number of species in the zoo. You'll probably want to adopt both habitat and exhibit animals to do so, which will mean building plenty of new habitats and exhibits for them. Go on, off you pop. I'll check in with you when you're almost done.
Okay, now we need to have 12 species of the animal in the zoo. So, well, let's check how many we have already. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so there's one empty. So we can add one new exhibit here. So we can also find one. What is it that maybe have some nice appeal here? Maybe this is the lesser Antillean iguana. So let's check whether we already have it or not. Okay, we already have the giant burrowing cockroach. Also we have already. So Gila monster also we have. So we need to adopt the animal that we don't have yet, which is, let's see. This is another iguana, I think iguana, and then this one is iguana again. I think we need to find something that different. Giant tiger land snail. I think this one is nice. Cannot be released in the wild. Okay, so because it's a forecast, yeah, so we cannot release in the wild. But this is the Goliath Frog. Wow, it's very nice. I think we can adopt this one and then send to the zoo. Incompatible. Wow, this one is already have some habitat. Oh no. Oh, like this. Okay, we done it. Then we need to adjust the layout. Oh, enrichment level. We need to research also. Yeah. We need to. Okay, we done with the research with the Ringtail Lemur, but I think we need to research this one. Then the temperature we need to adjust also. So maybe a little bit lower here. 29, I think 29 is nice. And then 77, I think, for the humidity. Oh, it's already Oh, this one is a giant growing cockroach, damn it. Oh, I think this one, yeah, the one that we just create. Which is one? The wait. Giant burrowing is here, so this one is a Goliath Frog or this one. Oh, this one. I'm sorry. This one, right? Oh, there's two side by side. Oh, this one. So we need to add the exhibit board here. Exhibit education board here. And the Goliath Frog here. So we have a well, I think we can select the habitat also from here, I think. The Goliath Frog habitat is here. And then the enrichment is not yet done. The research, okay, we need also to create some window. We can maybe add also the donation box here. Yeah, we can add a donation box also here. The guest facility. Where is it? This one. Yep. So it's like this. Yeah, this one is a Goliath Frog donation. Yeah, we have already got it. So, well, we need 12, right? So, how much we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, we need 2 more. Maybe exhibit, I think. It's better to make it fast. Yeah. Let's see about the zoo area here, where it's an empty area. This one empty? I don't think so, this one is empty. This one has a Ringtail Lemur. And we just created. And this one is have mandrill. Okay, so this one have mandrill. So we cannot create it here, and this one has Ruffed Lemur. Okay, it's already full. I think we need to put the more exhibit animal. I think to make it fast, yeah? Because exhibit animal doesn't take too much space. Where is it? Location, a nice location. It's already been pretty crowded already. This one already has animal. I think yes. There's a orangutan here. Wow. How to add 2 more animal species here? Maybe. Here we can add 2 more exhibit, I think. Is it exhibit? We can add it. Where we can add? Oh, well, we need to add it in some area here. But the guest cannot access the area. Yeah. Where is it? This is nice. Obstacle. Where is it? There's a veterinarian area. Have 10. Okay, we have 10, so we need 2 more species. Where to build? Oh, this very nice location, I think, for the solar panel. This one is overlapping, so we need to adjust it. And we need to add 2 more. This one is a bonobo. Bonobo. Can we add something to this bonobo? I think to live together with. Maybe. Sun. So we cannot edit another animal here. So exhibit. We need to put one area. In open area, I think. Open area. I think we can copy, I think, from the the existing one, maybe, to make it fast. We can duplicate. The location. Wow. Here I think it's nice. Wow. Okay, we need to move. Oh, we need to advance move this one, I think. How to? Oh, we cannot. I think we need to split. And then advance move. No, we cannot. Means this is not the correct way. How to add this exhibit? The most simple option is just make an exhibit animal, because creating a habitat will take quite some space. Oh, there is an object. What is it? This item. Oh. Okay, so it's like that. So we need something like a cell position to put it here before we can put the habitat. Maybe like this. No, it's not possible. Subtracted. We can put it here, I think. We need to find when the space is empty, no guests around here. Subtracted again. Wow, where is it? Okay, the vet research completed again, but we don't have an area here. Oh, they can go in here actually, so I think I can put it here. So just make it like this, I think. put like this, and then we can add the new animal here. So we got, what is it? Okay, only this one. Okay, so they limit, I think, the amount of the animal that we can get. So giant tiger, land snail, I think is our option. Oh, this one is empty also. Oh, this one is the one that we have created. Yeah. So, well, I think the giant snail is a nice option. This one, send it. Okay, and we got the problem, no power. So make it fast. You can just add the path from this. Wow, can make it some. Yep, we need to move it. Wait. I think we can delete this part and remove this one. Oh, we cannot move it. Oh yeah, I know. We need to, because you have to connect it into the path. Maybe we need to make a different approach here. Adding more path here. This maybe, then move this one to this side. Let's reconnect it to the path. Connected. Oh, it's very difficult, yeah. So it's some experiment and testing, I think. I will wait. So where is it? I think we can see the animal that available here. Mandrill we already have. Hypothemus I think we already have also. Oh, Western chimpanzee, I think the one that we can create here. Bornean, bonobo, mandrill. Yes, Western chimpanzee. We need to create the habitat for them. But where? The plant area here. Okay, so it's located in a small island here. Can we go here? No. I think we can create one of the habitat here. See a Western chimpanzee. Also the climbing requirement 70 and 780 meter climb proof grade 3. Okay, so well I think we can create it. I think climb proof and water. Barrier we have only this one. one is need. Okay, so it's possible. So it's possible. Then let's make it with this wooden. To have a 12 species, right? So I think this one will do it. Okay, the western chimpanzee, we need the height for higher than 5 meters, so we can adjust it now. And then we need to create the gate. Where is it? Okay, and then connect the pad. And connect it to the existing pad here. Yep, we can. Well, it's connected, so we can create it also like this, so it will be more. Oh. Yep, I think we make it like this. Then we need to add the chimpanzee, western chimpanzee, which is here. The one is better. I think this one. Okay, we got the western chimpanzee now, which is we not yet have here. Right? Correct? Yeah, we have one. And then we need to add the walk zone here, maybe. Okay. Caretaker. We need to create new walk zone, I think. We need to also know that there's need to be a staff lounge. Yeah. This is information center. This is staff room. Oh, it's very far. I don't think so. Maybe we can do like this. Like this. Okay. Staff room in the walk zone. Maybe we care about it later on, but we need to make the welfare of this chimpanzee, I think. So we need to adjust the terrain. Terrain is already correct, but we need the climbing area. So well, climbing area we already experienced before how to do it. So it's like this. Like this, I think. Oh. Well. So pretty much visible. Okay, like this. Then. it like this and then add more. Oh, it's too big, I think. This one, make it small like this. So well, and then make it a little bit this. So well, I think this is just about your creativity, yeah. How to, wow, it's very big. I think this one is enough. Okay, where's the chimpanzee here? Here. You can check again whether it's already enough or not. No. 33. So it's not enough. Means we need to create something again to add more for this habitat. Create the two different, facing different angle of the block, maybe here like this, then like this, and also maybe add more. Where is it? Okay, and then we try to make a bigger one, I think here. And rotate it like this. And this one we're going to for advance. Yeah, like this. It's a pretty high. And we added more in here. Here and okay, make it a little bit. I think this one is nice. Then a smaller one like this, and this one. Let's see if it's enough or not. Okay, 67, not bad, and we need the food, yeah, food. Yeah, we need to add the food for the western chimpanzee here, so we can do it like this, I think. We already learned in the previous tutorial. So this one, coral breeding platform. So maybe here, you guys can see the animal from here maybe. And we need the water pipe, I think. So well, and then just to make it faster, I think I add the shelter here for the chimpanzee, so the guests can see also, like this maybe. Then add the bedding like this. So well, we are done. And then the food enrichment and the toy. We add maybe this drum and this card box. So some, yeah, I think this is enough. Oh, enrichment toy is not enough, so we need to add more toy. Yeah, so we got the welfare, nice. And we need to adjust the barrier you guys can see, and we got the 1, 2, 3, yeah, 11 I think, and we just need one more exhibition I think, and we are done. Oh, this is hypothalamus area. So we need one more. Where? We only need one more, which is going to be exhibition, I think. Where to put ya? Ah, we need to some cell. See, there's some cell. Oh yeah, there's one. But where to put it? Maybe around here. Oh, this is a cell. Need to find a cell. We need to use animal escape. Oh, how can this one escape? Yeah, it's too big, I think. Africa tropical. The welfare is not bad, so we are just going to. Oh, this one is climbable. Oh, damn it. Oh yeah, this one is climbable. We need the fat, I think. To hire some fat. Oh, this one is climbable. Yep. Yep. I make some error here. We need to make it improve. Okay, so it cannot escape anymore. Yeah, we need to make it climb proof, yeah, so the animal can escape. It's a low welfare. Okay, now we need to find a place to put our exhibition. Where is it? exhibition we already have here? 4. So we have 11 now, so we need one more. Maybe here. Where is it? Yeah. Here is nice, I think. Shop, merchandise shop, only shop available, but we cannot use this, I think. We need another cell of building, I think. Oh, confusing this one. Or we create another habitat. Let's see, there is chimpanzee here. Yeah, this space is quite big, I think, for this chimpanzee, so we can split it, I think. Going to split now. I'm going to split the location with the barrier. And then we need to adjust the height of this to 50 also, and then make it climb proof on both sides. Yeah. Okay, I think that's enough now for the chimpanzee. Yep, the area is still nice, so we can add the new area here for more different animal. Let's see the animal trading again. We got, what is it? It's already all, yeah, the western chimpanzee, so we need to put the exhibit, I think. Maybe I just put the exhibit around here. Maybe I'm going to delete this one. Yeah, I'm going to delete this, and try to add the simple exhibit, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to put the exhibit here.
My, you have been busy, haven't you? Splendid! But now that you've adopted all these lovely new species, we need to make sure they're nice and happy. So let's get the average welfare across the zoo nice and high, shall we? And by we, I mean you. Go on, get to it!
Okay, now we need to make it the welfare of this animal, yeah. So correct. This one is 40. 45. And then we need to add the window. Okay, so we check the welfare of the animal here. One that have a problem is this chimpanzee. Need food enrichment, so we are going to give the food enrichment now. Okay, we are done with this one. And then the other animal is this one, the bonobo. Bonobo needs some enrichment also, so it's very nice. We are just going to adjust here with the species to bonobo, I think. It's not a very nice design of the zoo, but I just want to finish the mission here, and then the toy. Let's add one bobbin drum here, a card box, and then mirror mobile. Okay, now the food. Okay, we need one more. Maybe a 3 Voyager here. Done. What's happened with this bonobo? Space. Oh, where is it? The navigable land area. Oh, this is bad. And then we got this bonobo. Why is space here very low here? But for the other bonobo that doesn't happen. Maybe I'm going to release. So we got it done. The reference welfare 81%, so we need more. This one is having a poor welfare, or these lemurs. Oh, toy enrichment, okay. We need to add toy enrichment for this Ringtail Lemur. Okay, so the welfare should be enough. No, it's not. No. Toy enrichment again, so well. Okay, done with this lemur. Then the one that have a problem is this frog. The layout of the exhibit, I think, has a problem. Yeah, the layout. So we need to find the research for the Goliath Frog here. Okay, so it's like this. Okay, we done with the frog. Then our welfare is been increased to 86, so almost done. Only left this one, yeah, the red Ruffed Lemur need the toy also, toy enrichment also. Yeah, we need to give toy enrichment for the red lemur also toy. And then we need to add more.
Lovely job there. You should be proud of yourself. Not only have you expanded the zoo and kept the animals as happy as Laddie, but you didn't bankrupt us in the process. Amazing.
Okay, I think we are done. Yeah, we are done.
Wow! Well, you've certainly transformed the zoo. I barely recognize it. A wonderful new exhibit, some fascinating new species, and you've done wonders for the animals' welfare by enriching their habitats. Who doesn't love playing with a 3-foot wide soccer ball, huh? I mean, other than professional soccer players. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't easy, though. I expect money was tighter than a possum's pouch. Plowing all those funds back into the welfare of the animals doesn't make running these places a picnic. Although, it does make me feel a little less guilty about how much our gift shops charge. No, as far as I'm concerned, the only reason to run a zoo is to help animal kind. Sadly, it appears some other people have far less noble goals.
Okay, so we are done here. And we can continue with this zoo also, yeah, if you want to make it a little bit nicer. And I think we have 12 here now in this one. This Ringtail Lemur. And this mandrill hippopotamus. And also this one is chimpanzee, I think. Yeah, the lonely chimpanzee. Where is it? I'm going to find it now. Where's the western chimpanzee going? I think it's still behind it. Oh, this one. Okay, very nice. Okay, so this is the chimpanzee, and also we got the exhibit now. I think in this the tutorial we have learned about how to do the exhibit. So exhibit the animal, usually a small or dangerous animal. Let's see the camera here. So it's like this. Okay, and we are done. I think basically in this scenario. And so I think this video also done, yeah. So I done this simian project here in this video. So if you like this video, you can just give a like, and if you don't like this video, you can just give a dislike. And please subscribe to my channel to be notified when I'm going to upload new video. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope that every one of you have a nice day, and bye bye.